Hello everyone. Tuesday mornings, they're just insane. I volunteer at the school in the hour between when Sebastian goes to school and Jax goes to school, since one is in elementary and one is in middle. So it's just a whirlwind of packing lunches, getting Sebastian on the bus, getting myself to elementary school, doing my shift, hurrying home, getting in the car again, taking Jax to school. And then I ran to get a few groceries on the way home. So yeah, not a lot to show you there. I took care of some emails and kid grade stuff, things like that. But I was thinking of making a quick little crochet pouch and filming the process. I feel like it's something that anybody could do. You don't have to get fancy. Maybe I'll get a little fancy. Maybe I'll do some tassels. I don't know. Let's just make something and see what we come up with. Okay, so I pulled out these cotton yarns from my stash. I didn't have a button I liked, but I liked this little felted ball. I'm using an eye hook here. That's just what I had on hand. I don't know what this yarn needs, but we're gonna start with the aqua. I just feeling the aqua as the center, and I recently started doing the magic loop. It's a lot easier than it looks. I recommend looking up a video. So I do a magic loop and I chain 3 because I am just gonna do a classic granny. You'll have to forgive me if like my hands shake or I drop stitches. It's just, I'm dealing with a hand that's kind of numb from having a stroke after having my second child, but it is what it is, and I've learned not to get frustrated. Anyway, we're doing just like the standard cluster of 3 double crochets. The first one always has a chain replacing one of them. I'm doing 2 chains in between each cluster, and my first round is going to have 4 clusters all together. This yarn is definitely really splitty, and it can get a little frustrating if you let it get to you. I just pause and undo the stitch if it looks really bad, otherwise I just power through. But the first round definitely goes quickly, and once I get this one done, I think I will do 3 rounds all together of this aqua color to make my little center area. When you get around and you finish your 4th cluster, you're going to go ahead and still chain 2, but you're going to slip stitch it to the top of your first cluster. It'll be inside that chain that you started with, and it is really hard for me to get this big needle into the chains of this very not stretchy cotton yarn, so it's a little bit of a struggle, but we get there. And yeah, once you get it slip stitched in there, you can chain again and go off onto the next round. stopping here because I'm on the final corner. I'm going to do my cluster, but before I do my chain 2 that I do in every corner, I'm going to check how big my button, or in this case my little felted ball, is, and I need to make enough chains that I can make a loop that goes over top of that. So I'm just going to try 5 or 6. That's probably too small. Let's try 8. I think 8 should be good. It will have a little bit of a stretch because it's a chain, even though this yarn isn't stretchy. And then I'm going to just go ahead and do the second cluster that goes in that corner. Normally it's a cluster, 2 chains, and another cluster. But we are doing 8 for my size of little felted ball. And then I'm going to finish up and close off the round and weave in my ends. Now I am going to fold up the 3 corners like this. This is going to make like a little envelope shape, and here I am slip stitching through the 2 triangles at a time. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but you see what I'm doing here. When I get up to the top, I make sure I grab the 2 side flaps together and do a slip stitch, and then I go back down the other triangle, and that will make a little envelope shape. And now we are going to attach our little button or felt ball, whatever you're using as your clasp. A toggle would be cute too. I am so lazy that when I found that there was already some thread on my needle, I was like, great, I'm going to use that. It's yellow, so I guess you'll be able to see better. But basically, I got it anchored to the back of the ball. Figured out where I wanted it. Right here, a little bit below the middle, and yeah, basically just go down through one part of the crochet and make sure you go a little bit over so you're not just pulling straight back out through the same hole you came in. And then I'm going to go through your buttonholes or through your felt ball, whatever you're using, and just do that like a bunch of times until it feels really secure. I also sometimes like to tie a knot around the base of the button before I tie it off. I also like to make a knot and then run it through. If I'm using a felt ball, I run it through. As you saw, I just clipped it off at a random spot, so there's no little tail sticking out. But there's our finished button, and you know, I think we might add some tassels. Let's see, how does that look? I love it, it's cute. It definitely needs tassels and a strap, I think. What do you think? So I have 2 tassels made, and I'm just using my hook to pull one of the sides of the yarn through to the interior. And then I'll do the same with the other one, just make sure I have a little bit of crochet in between. Again, so you're not pulling it through the same hole, because then it'll just come right through. And since I wasn't 100% sure if I want to keep these, I am going to knot them on good, but I'm going to just tie a little bow so I can undo it fairly easy and still reuse those tassels for something else, because I'm not cutting the yarn ends really short. I could always put those onto something else. So obviously if you know for sure you want to keep them, you tie it off, you weave in the ends. But but I'm just gonna do it like this time in case I change my mind. But I'm already loving it. I think it looks cute. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. The other one, pull one side of the kind of tying strings. I don't know what you call those. Put one side through and then come up in a different spot. Pull the other side through. And yeah, make sure they're at the same point of the corners. Go ahead and tie it on, weave it in, tie a bow, whatever you want to do. I'm the kind of person when I do pom-poms on a hat, I tie them in a bow underneath because I want the people I give them to have the option to undo it and take it off, or pom-poms get damaged, the yarn can pull off. You could always take it off and make a new one. So yeah, for things like that, I tend to do it more temporary, but you could absolutely do it more securely. So let's take a look at how it looks. Hello! I just did everything I did this morning in reverse. Excuse the noise, the dishwasher's running. Yeah, went to the bus stop, got Sebastian, did homework with him, and then I went and got in the car line for the middle school. I go 20 minutes early, because if you're not that early, you will end up stuck out on the street at a light and unable to go anywhere because you don't move for about 25 minutes at least. But made it through the line, and because I was unable to get everything we needed at Lidl this morning, I gave Jax the option of waiting till tomorrow for me to restock his chai, or we stop on the way. So we stopped on the way because he needs his chai. And yeah, now we're home. Danny and Sebastian are at Trader Joe's. Probably Sebastian's gonna be annoyed that he didn't play outside, but it is what it is. I got this much of a square done for the charity blanket while I was in the car. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to order more of that yarn, and it's such a big ball. But I'm going to sit down and work on that until they get home and it's time to make dinner. I think we're doing like a Mexican kind of situation. And yeah, the day's just zooming by. But I think tomorrow's supposed to be more calm. I do need to go to the mall at some point in the next 7 days because the skirt I ordered as shipped to store to save the shipping cost, that just arrived. My hair is attacking me. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit and crochet. everyone. It is 8 o'clock exactly, and we're about to do bedtime. Sebastian, you gotta go get changed. Are you minty fresh? So nice. Makes your mouth feel cool and fresh.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually use mint toothpaste. Is it nice and refreshing? Wait, you gotta drink some of your water. Your water will be even colder and nicer.
Really?
Yeah. Mint is magical. Anyway, thank you for coming along on our day. I know I didn't film much of my day because I can't film in the school when I'm helping in the office. And then everything else was just like car lines and grocery stores. Sometimes I film in a grocery store and sometimes I'm just like, I just want to get out of here.
It's kind of minty.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
like mint water.
Go get changed and then choose which book we're going to read. What? You like to read? Your choice.
I like it. Let's read the book. The ring.
Oh, that is a good book. We'll go see what else we have, and I don't mind reading that a third time if you don't want to read any of them. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know if it's just going to be a work at home day, if I have to run and go pick up my skirt I ordered, or what is going to go on. At least I don't have to go to the grocery store since Jax and I went. But yeah, I will see you then. I'm doing okay. It was a really rough night of sleep because of my mouth and a lot of anxiety over that, but I'm doing okay. So we're going to end on a good note. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind.
And don't forget, wash your hands.